What is going on, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Andrew Cards, and you may hear it a little bit in my voice. I'm a little bit roughed up, hence why there's been a lack of uploads over the last week. I do apologize for that, but I got sick again. It seems to be a common thread with me over the last month or so. But nonetheless, I'm still trying to deliver the goods. We had a very good short that went up on the channel. You guys can go and check out. And also, today, at the time of me recording this, on Friday, I believe it is. I lost track of what days it is because I've been asleep for like 2 days. We announced the giveaway winner. The first giveaway winner has been put up on a post on the channel. They got 48 hours to respond. If not, we will be picking up a new giveaway winner. And of course, that was for the first Journey Together booster bundle right here. But that's not what this video is about. We're going to dive right into it. We are going to be talking about the Japanese set Glory of Team Rocket, which everyone is going crazy for. Quite frankly, I don't blame them. As soon as I got back into the collecting aspect again, they were talking about this set coming out. And it's got me really excited because it's got a lot of nostalgia behind it, behind the old Team Rocket set that did come out many years ago. So I thought, why don't we compare the current Glory of Team Rocket to the old Team Rocket branch of cards that they had. Now, there was two sets. There was the original, I think it was Team Rocket set, as well as the Return of Team Rocket was the other one. So we're going to look at the new style cards that are out in Japanese right now, and then of course they're going to be transitioning into the English set, as well as the original ones, and maybe seeing which ones are better. So why not start right away with the brand new Glory of Team Rocket. We are using Collector today to look at a lot of the cards. Yes, I know some people might be upset. There is going to be pricing. We are not going to be talking about the pricing here. We are going to be looking at the cards. I do like using Collector. I think it is just a very good way to track your own cards and as well as look at the main cards. So you've probably seen some of these. These are the biggest cards in the Glory of Team Rocket. Right away, starting off with the big boy right here, you got none other than Giovanni's Mewtwo. I thought I could make the card bigger, but I guess I can't. There it is, Giovanni's Mewtwo EX. It's a different art style. I think it looks really cool and really dark, in all honesty, but it's not my favorite. In all honesty, I don't think it is. Looking at it, I don't think it is my favorite art style of one of these cards. I mean, it's Mewtwo. Mewtwo's an OG, one of my absolute favorites of all time. But the art style itself is pretty different, if you ask me. Something I'm not too wild about, but I do think it looks cool. Now, when I think you were talking about the best art styles in the Glory of Team Rocket set, it's this second card right here, the Moltres EX Japanese card. This one is just too sweet. That is the Moltres EX, and that card looks unbelievable. I think that might be my favorite card of the whole set. In terms of the art style itself, that one is just so awesome. And we'll move on to this next one right here, the Giovanni's Nidoking, I believe it's going to be called, or the Rockets Nidoking. Yeah, no, it's going to be Team Rockets Nidoking, apparently, is the translation into English, which you can see there. And we'll look at a few more of these big cards. There's the Crobat as well, which wouldn't be in the original English sets from the original Rocket and Rocket Returns, because Crobat I don't even think was a Pokemon yet when those sets did come out. Maybe when Rocket Returns came out, but we'll take a look. But obviously Moltres, Mewtwo, and Nidoking are their originals from the 151, which is I think one of the reasons this set is really booming, is because a lot of people remember it from the original series. Now this Rocket's Mewtwo, or Giovanni's Mewtwo EX, the gold-plated one, I honestly think this one looks a little bit better than that one. Just because, like, the Mewtwo looks huge. If it was like an armored Mewtwo or something, I think that would be pretty dope. But I'm not too crazy about this one, in all honesty. Now, we looked at the first row. Let's compare to the English set. But before we do, there's something I did notice when I was looking at these cards, and then I looked up an article and somebody mentioned it. Unfortunately, in the Glory of Team Rocket, and even when the English translation comes out, it doesn't look like we're getting any cards featuring Jessie or James, which I think is a huge bummer and a huge disappointment, because those are obviously two of the biggest characters from the anime and an English translation. So right now it doesn't look like we're getting any of them involved in any of the cards, which I think is a bit of a letdown and a missed opportunity from the Pokemon Company in making these cards. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm still hyped for the set. I'm sure many of you watching this are still hyped for the set. So, of course, leave a like if you are hyped for it. But let's look back. The original Team Rocket set. And you have the Dark Charizard, which I am shocked. Again, at least in the Japanese set, there is no Charizard card apparently in it, which is, again, kind of a bummer, but I feel like they probably did it because they know everyone would go too ballistic if there was. Now, the Dark Charizard is a special card to me because I have one. I don't know how it's showing up there exactly on the camera, but there it is. But you could also see it has got like the biggest crease in the world along it. Who knows what I did with this as a child? I probably carried it in my pocket 400 times. But yeah, this is one of my childhood cards. A Dark Charizard Holo. One of my absolute favorites, but it is damaged to all hell, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I still got it. I still got one. And again, I just love that card so much. But we look at the original Rocket set cards. We got the Dark Charizard, as we mentioned. We have the Dark Dragonite, which is not one of them as well in the new set, I believe. Dark Blastoise, which is also not one. Dark Raichu, and Dark Alakazam as kind of the top 5 there. Then you have the Dark Gyarados as well, Dark Machamp, Dark Slowbro, Dark Hypno, etc. Magneton, Dugtrio, Blastoise. I love these cards because they were just called like the dark version of the cards, and then it had the little rocket R in the corner that you could see. And this was one of my favorite sets as a kid. It was having the dark version of Pokemon because it was like innuendo, like it was the evil version, right? Which I really thought this Rocket set was gonna lean a little bit more into again, but it looks like they're kind of just going with Rockets, etc. Rockets Pokemon, which is fine. I think a lot of the cards like we've seen so far, I mean, we've only really looked at 5, do look good in their present state. But one of the biggest cards I would say missing is this guy right here, the Here Comes Team Rocket card. And this card is wicked because when you look at it, it has Jesse James and Meowth, the beloved from the original anime, all right there. I just think that's a great card. I wish I had this card, in all honesty. It's just a really nice little collector piece because it's a big nod to the anime, having it there. So again, I think a missed opportunity. Now, I did see a rumor that apparently in the English set for this one, there's going to be other trainer cards a part of this, which we are going to get into when we go back to the Japanese cards. But part of that, apparently Misty might be making a return in the Rocket set, which I think is great. I love having the original trainers. And when I talk about the original trainers, of course, I go back to my old collection. And these cards here that I'm about to show, well, this one actually was a Rocket card as well that I had. That's there on the screen now. The Dark Weezing. I know it's backwards because I'm using kind of a self-facing camera, but Dark Weezing was another card I absolutely loved and I had for myself. And then when we talk about trainer cards, and I keep calling them Giovanni's blank, it's because I know they were from a different set, but I had these guys too. The Giovanni's Nidoking, it's a little bit blurry there, but it's actually in decent shape. And this one here, the Giovanni's Gyarados, I used to associate these with the Rocket set, even though they weren't, just because it was Giovanni. So again, looking at the original set, like Rocket Sneak Attack, she was in the anime too, and I can't remember her name for the life of me now. The Dark Gyarados, the Dark Charmeleon. I think, again, kind of not having some of these, like, OGs in the 151 set is a bit of a miss, but I do understand what Pokemon is doing. They don't want to be repeating their sets all the time because, obviously, then it might be a little bit too crazy on the market. Before we go back to the Japanese set, we got to look at the EX Team Rocket Returns. I don't remember this set at all. This is probably around the time I got out of Pokemon, but I know that there are some cards that people go absolutely crazy for. The Mudkip Gold Star is the biggest one, the Trico, the Torchic. Then you got Rocket's Mewtwo EX, Rocket's Snorlax EX, the Articuno, the Entei. These cards are really cool. These are very hard to come by. I feel like they weren't out for too long. The Dark Tyranitar, I remember seeing that card one time. The Dark Houndoom as well. Again, a lot of very popular cards from this set, but kind of hard to compare to the new one because I don't feel like a lot of these really correlated into the Japanese set. But again, let's go back to the Japanese set and look a little bit more into it and talk about more of the art styles compared to the old. Now, this Giovanni's Nidoking has been the one that has got my eye quite a bit. Again, going back to this, or Team Rocket's Nidoking, I'm always going to call it Giovanni's Nidoking. I do like that one a lot. Honestly, again, one that I might like a little bit more than the Mewtwo. And it's nothing against the Mewtwo card. I think it is a great card. But this one, again, is pure nostalgia for me, having the Giovanni's Nidoking. I'm going to lean a little bit biasly towards that card and wanting that card quite a bit. Then you go down into more of the trainer cards. Like this Giovanni's Mewtwo as well with the red and black looks awesome. I love that card. In all honesty, I think that looks great. You have Ariana, the full art trainer card. Team Rocket's Giovanni as a full art trainer card, again, I think is a really cool card. I just wish Jesse and James could be somewhere in these cards, just to have that. I love this one. The Meowth, the Giovanni's Meowth, or Team Rocket's Meowth again. I'm going to keep calling it Giovanni, disclaimer, for the rest of the video. You guys just got to deal with it. All right, I don't think there's much more anyway to be saying it, but that Meowth card is awesome. You have Proton there, Blaziken, just a regular one, but looking more at the Rockets cards here. So there's another Nidoking. I love art style cards like that with the EX, Wobbuffet as well in there, Raticate. So now you're really hitting on a lot of the old cards, or the old Pokemon even they would have in the anime. That Persian looks awesome. I'm very shocked that they didn't do really any of the dark versions. This one is getting a lot of traction, and I love it. The Quagsire with the Kangaskhan and the little Joey, I guess, reaching out for a little high five or handshake. Mewtwo EX in there as well when you're talking about kind of just the original card designs as well. Regirock, a bunch of just cool cards, but again, just I think some missed opportunities. Regular Torchic there, but one thing I do like, at least in the Japanese set, is you are getting trainer-specific cards. So this one, like Team Rocket's Articuno, I think these are going to be really cool when they are in Holo, because that is where the true nostalgia is going to be of these cards. You know, having the OG design, which they have kept throughout Pokemon, basically forever, and keeping them around and having them for us to always kind of look at. Like, so these ones that have the Rocket labels and the trainer on them, I think are great. Like right there, that Giovanni's Persian is really good. The Rocket's Meowth, my opinion, is really good as well. Having all those is always going to be a good thing to me. And again, I hope that the English rumors are true, or the early leaks are true, that we are getting Misty and potentially more other named trainers. I think that is good. But when you talk about comparing these art styles to the old styles, I know the old styles, as we showed, are just like the basic cards, right? It's hard to compare. I think this Moltres is absolutely the best. I think I have a picture here, actually, I wanted to show you guys comparing the old ones to the new ones. Let's pull it up here. So here you go. Like, this is comparing some of the old ones to the new ones. So you had Rocket's Mewtwo. So these weren't even all from the Rocket set. Like, these were, again, kind of combined from the trainer ones and different ones. So you had Rocket's Mewtwo, which is now this one with the Giovanni. I think when you compare the old one to the new one, it's hard not to like the new one. But again, something about that card when you saw it as a kid, knowing it was a Rocket's Mewtwo, was so cool. Rocket's Moltres right here to the new one. I mean, dude, the new one is exceptional. It is so good. And the Nidoking one, I love both these cards almost equally. Again, nostalgia, because I have the original Giovanni's Nidoking. But that new one, I think the art style is really good, where the trainer's in the background. It looks like he's doing an earthquake attack or something like that. And it looks real good. But comparing them overall, it's hard not to get in nostalgia. And I do think, as much as I am very hyped for this set, don't get me wrong, I cannot wait for this set to come out. I think Pokemon may have missed the boat a little bit by not going a little bit more into the nostalgia. Now, that might be on purpose because of the market going absolutely crazy. And I mean, people are already going nuts for this set. I mean, the Japanese sets in Canada are going for $200 or more for the booster bundle box that comes with, I think it's 30 packs with 5 cards each. So I can't even imagine what the English set is going to go for when it comes out. But I think they did nail it with the Mewtwo's. There's a lot of Mewtwo's in here, which is great. And obviously it seems like they were shifting more into the newer Team Rocket, kind of in the video games and everything, with the Moltres and everything. But I'm a big fan of Giovanni, so seeing him keep kind of his originals with the Nidoking, the Mewtwo, and stuff like that is wicked. I just do wish they leaned a little bit more into the nostalgia side with the anime Team Rocket, and I think this would have been a 10 out of 10 set. But of course, nonetheless, I'm going to still try and get my hands on it. I'm going to still try and open it on this channel because I am excited for it. But again, just to repeat one last time, it's kind of hard to feel a certain way when, you grew up with this set, the original, right? And, it was all the 151 Pokemon, so how could you not love it at all? But nonetheless, as I keep on saying, we're going to open up the new set. We're going to compare it maybe to some of the old cards side by side. But again, nostalgia will always win at the end of the day. I mean, like that Dark Gyarados too. I remember as a kid seeing that one, and it just got you, and that Dark Dragonite as well. So I think missing some of these Pokemon, like the bigger ones like Charizard, Dragonite, and Blastoise, even Raichu, I think is just a bit of a miss that they could have done. Obviously, they're going more towards the Rockets than they are the Dark set, which is funny though because the Dark had the Rocket R on them. So I don't know, maybe they're going to switch up some things with the English set, or maybe a set in the future will lean a little bit more to the dark side of those Pokemon. But I thought we would compare some of those cards here today, show you off some of the style of the new Glory to Team Rocket set coming out, or that is out in Japanese and will be coming out in English. But let me know, of course, down in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Which set is better, the OG Team Rocket or the new Glory to Team Rocket? And if you have opened up a Japanese set, let me know what you pulled. Curious to know. And of course, subscribe to the channel. It's been your boy Andrew Cards. Thank you for checking this out and comparing cards with me today. Have a good one.